Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Godforge video. In today's video, I'm going to show you this team that I used in order to beat floor 142 of the Caverns of Chaos. And as you can see, it's all rares, right? It's only 4 rares. And it's the reason I'm so excited about this one is because I've been told by Susie and I've been seeing people in the community saying that floor 142 is extremely hard. It's difficult. Lots of people got stuck here. Well, I managed to do it with rares only, and it's, you know, it's a really fun one. So I guess let's jump into it. So first of all, I do want to mention that I understand why floor 142 is so difficult, and that's specifically because of the last wave. The last wave has an Aphrodite, has a Sphinx, has a Awaken 5 Heimdall that straight up puts increased defense shield as you go in, and then I think it's also a Pangu, so it's a pretty strong and busted last wave. Totally understand, it's really difficult, so, you know, I kind of kept pushing through my journey of doing it, and yes, let's watch the recording. So as you can see, I am using, let me see if I move myself over here. So I am using Isolde, then I'm using Skadi, which is, you know, the queen of control, then I'm using Shinigami, and then I'm actually using Lady Jacques. So this is pretty much the team that I'm using. Now, the team was doing pretty good. Before this, I had my Hippolyta instead of Shinigami. I beat everything. I got to the last wave. Just the problem was, on the last wave, I did not have enough damage. And that was kind of like a big blocker. And it was the same thing, honestly, with the wave before. Wave 141 was a bit difficult because I was not quite surviving, right? I was getting hit once. My Lady Jacques was getting hit once, may it be by AoE or single target hit, and I was straight up dead. However, something really clutch happened. The missus, Susie, right, the community manager, she reminded me, she gave me the best tip ever, right? Massive shout out to Susie. She gave me the best tip ever. She reminded me and said, you should be using Heka as an artifact for Lady Jacques because you know what? It's really powerful. Gives you the HP, which gives you survivability, but it also converts the 10%, 10% of that HP into attack, which means my Lady Jacques is going to have some survivability, but she also is going to get a lot of attack. Well, that tip that Susie gave me was mind-blowing because it helped me be able to do what I did on previous stage, and also over here, right? If I did get hit, Lady Jacques would have died. I don't really get hit in this fight, and honestly, the MVPs of this fight are going to be Skadi and Shinigami. 2 reasons. Skadi, obviously amazing for control, as you're going to see over here for the freeze, right? You already might know by now, but look at this. We already went in. They have big shields, increased defense, and then the protection. You see that the way that I did it, I kind of saved. I kind of rotated on the last 2 waves. I saved Isolde's increased attack and increased defense for the last wave, so I placed that. Then I did a 3rd skill with Shinigami, who just randomly does a couple hits. I thought that's on me, right? I thought that was the core ability that he does the AoE decreased defense with. That's why I cast it, but it's fine. Then we have Skadi. I did the AoE decrease speed with Skadi. That's really good because, you know, makes them go slower. Then I did her freezes, and as you're gonna see, 2 people got frozen. You saw Aphrodite got frozen, and then Pangu got frozen. So we still have Sphinx and Heimdall to deal with. Then I did the core ability with Shinigami, and with the core ability, he lands decreased defense, and you see he also lands Hex, which means they take a bit more damage. And now just watch the damage. I also boost with Isolde. I should have saved that in case I got hit to cleanse. But watch the hits from... Look at my Lady Jacques. The AoE hit, because I had red and then core ability. And pretty much a couple dead. Now you saw what happened over here. Pangu had some buffs. Well, that disappeared. The cool thing is, Shinigami also, if I'm not mistaken, Shinigami also removes or steals buffs on his basic attack. The fact that he does that means, even though he has immortality, like right now we have Aphrodite and Sphinx and that's it, I'm good. The fact that Shinigami has that on the basic attack, look at this, see, decreased defense and then the resistance stop, they disappeared, he stole them. The fact that he does that makes Shinigami busted, right? Like I know Hell Hades, Simon loves Dagonet, but I do believe compared to this, Shinigami is so much better because look at this, job done, just job done. So I guess, let me show you the builds. Let me show you the builds of this team. There was like a little bit of a lag, and there we go. Most of the damage, as you can see, went from Lady Jacques. A little bit of damage from Shinigami, right? Like almost half, considering he's mostly there to debuff. He did amazing. Skadi, 56,000 as well. So, you know, this was, and I'm not gonna lie, this was my first try with bringing Shinigami in the team, and I straight up did it. So Mind-blowing, mind-blowing. Now, I guess, let me jump over and show you the builds that I have on the people, just so you have an idea of, like, what, if you're trying to copy this, or, like, try to do something similar, just to know what to aim for. But it's pretty much the key is get to the last wave and have your best abilities for nuking, have defense down, or have control to keep them constantly controlled. Otherwise, you're gonna have a problem. So, let's start off with Skadi. So Skadi is going to be, obviously everybody's going to be fully skilled up, right? If you're going to see over here, everybody has their skill fully skilled, so I'm not going to go over that. Everybody is Awakened 5, so, you know, pretty normal. But let's look at their gear, right? Because that's what matters. So first of all, you're going to see Skadi mostly focus speed and accuracy, right? I'm not sure exactly what's the limit. I just, you know, went with a lot of accuracy. I went over 200, 250 just to be sure I land my stuff, but she doesn't have anything special, right? I have a 2-piece of the soul set, increases ultimate ability damage by 15%. She's not in there to do damage. Like you see, 49% crit rate, 1400 attack, she's not gonna do that. Her main reason in the team is to control them, to freeze them, and also steal divinity, because she has the Amenonuboko of Imhotep, right? This one is amazing because attacks steal 10% divinity, which means I'm stealing their ultimate, they're not going to be doing that, and considering the fact that she has 2 AoEs, one on the core ability and one on the ultimate, it's going to be cool, because she keeps doing this like every 2-3 turns she does the AoE, which means more stealing of that, more decreased speed, which is just perfect. Then obviously this freeze that she has, that does, you know, just hits at random, 50-50, I think it actually goes higher, it goes to 75%, I think. Yep, 75% was skilled up, so you know what? She's amazing. She's just amazing as a control hero. That's why you're gonna hear everybody talking about her, because she's, you know, just awesome. And then she also has the basic attack. They also has a chance to freeze, right? Which this one obviously goes over 25%, because if you skill it up, this one goes up to 35. So, you know, it's a pretty decent one. And Skadi is definitely one of the, you know, must build as a rare, because she's amazing. Next one is going to be Shinigami. Now you're gonna see the Shinigami. Oh yeah, and she also has this one, the Grand Architect. She has on the weapon, I forgot to show, the imprint of Imhotep, just to place a ward on somebody in case we get hit. Whoever has the lowest HP, so they can survive a little bit, right? That's really good. Now let's have a look at Shinigami. Now for him, you're gonna notice that it's kind of same principle. I focus speed, I focused accuracy, and then you see no crit rate, some attack, which I had from random substats, but I did not focus his damage. His main role in the team is, first of all, this one that I mentioned, attacks one enemy 2 times, each hit has a 40% chance to destroy max HP, and damage inflicted, and steal 1 random buff. Will always steal Phoenix, if there's a Phoenix, but there isn't. He steals buffs, right? Each hit steals buffs, and this one, when you skill it up, goes up to, what's that, 60%. That's a big chance to steal buffs. And considering this wave that's so tanky, so many buffs as you go in, Shinigami is just perfect for that, right? You don't need to remove their buffs, just steal them with Shinigami. Then obviously his core ability is amazing, because this one puts defense down and hex, which means you're going to be doing a lot more damage with your damage dealer, which in my case was Lady Jacques. And then obviously passive is just, you know, just a random whatever. I didn't really care about this. It just did some hits, whatever, but mostly it was about this one, right? About the decreased defense, about the fact that he steals the buffs. That's why Shinigami was in the team, and that's why he did a great job. But again, he has same principle, Ame no Nuboko. He has the same one for stealing divinity. This one's not maxed. But he also has Dagonets, right? He also has the Dagonet imprint, which is kind of broken. It's not 15%. Once they go under 50% HP, is a lot higher, which means every time one of your allies attack, he has a chance to attack as well. And guess what? That's another chance to steal buffs. So definitely keep Shinigami in mind, because that's really good. Isolde, pretty straightforward, just speed and HP, because she's a healer. Then I gave her the Sovnia, gains 10 meter when attacked, just as much HP as possible. That's what I went with. Also, yeah, I want to emphasize that this one, the Nuboko artifact, the fact gives the accuracy is insane, right? Accuracy, and then I went with defense percent, especially for your debuffers, because you're gonna steal divinity. But for any other debuffs, you already have that good base of the accuracy. And then the last one, which is, you know, my MVP of the damage dealers, is going to be Lady Jacques. So she is obviously damage build, 150 speed, 100% crit rate, 160 crit damage, almost 3k attack. But this attack is also gonna get another 2,400. Is it that right? Let me see. 10%. Yep, 2,450. That's busted. I just realized that's busted. Getting 2,450 attack is busted. This artifact, again, the one that Susie reminded me about, is just, you know, I have a strong feeling this one's gonna be nerfed or reworked or changed because it's a bit too powerful for my... Or should be made a legendary one. It should be made to be a legendary artifact because if you compare it for this, right, there's no other artifact that's worth doing. Like, she has 2,992 attack with all the attack percent, or whatever. You know, all the attacks, 3 attack percent mains, right? She gets a total of 2,900. And just that weapon gives her almost the same amount of attack by converting the HP that she has into attack. It just kind of makes me think that maybe I should have gone just full HP on these ones. HP percent, whatever I could to do it. Because, you know what? It's so busted. But definitely keep in mind, Heck has the #1 for damage dealers. And same principle, has the Dagonet imprint. And I just destroyed it, right? And also got lucky because I got lucky. I chose to go with this HP percent one because it just makes sense. You know, it goes for the stat. But everything else you're going to see for her, like I said, crit rate, crit damage, attack percent, crit rate, attack percent, and then more attack percent. She only has like 2 pieces of Avengers, so it's not like perfect sets or like perfect combination of like, you know, getting the power of all of these sets. Nope. Just focus stats, just focus smash, and you saw, there we go. Stage 142 done with using only rares. I'm super excited. I hope it helps a ton of you out there beat this in case you're stuck, may it be in wave 1 or wave 2. Because you know what, if I could do it with rares only, you guys can do it as well with the full account. But we're gonna leave it at this for today. Thank you for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.